Alright, you ready? Okay, here we are at Desert Forest on the back range again. What we're going to do in this little setting is we're going to go over some launch monitor statistics. I'm going to have you guys hit a few balls, compare different ball speeds, launch angles, stuff like that between the two of you, and explain what some of these statistics mean. So if you just want to follow along with me, I've got this launch monitor here. It's called ES14. It's an Ernest in Sports. It gives us the 6 basic launch monitor settings that we need to figure out how we fit drivers, how fittings these days are being done. A lot of people are using these. This machine here is literally less than $500. There's TrackMan out there. Flight Scope, which are literally $15,000, $20,000 for a bigger version of this that does a lot more numbers. But as far as what we're doing and the simplicity of fitting, these are some of the key factors that I want to explain. First thing that this thing measures is, if you go to your first page here, is launch angle. Okay, so flip your page here. Launch angle is literally the angle that the ball takes off relative to the ground, right? Every golfer should be fitted to achieve the optimal balance of launch angle and spin rate based on their club speed and ball speed. So if you look at the front part of this, which is PGA averages versus lpga averages, and you look at launch angle, so let's go to launch angle, which is vertical launch. The average driver for a PGA Tour guy is 11.2, right? You see that? Okay, right in the middle. And the average launch angle for a LPGA Tour average is 14. That's probably more like what we want to shoot for, is 14. We don't have the club head speed to support 11.2 vertical launch angle, but we want to target that 14 range for you. Okay? The next key factor is carry. Okay, once you contribute all these things, the obviously thing we want to goal is to carry the ball farther, right, with your driver. That's everybody's goal. Hit the ball far. Spin rate, launch angle, all these statistics that I'm talking to you about, parameters, basically attribute to carry. So what we're going to be looking at is probably the LPGA Tour players average, which is a normal carry distance for us. The next thing that we need to look at is ball speed. Ball speed is literally the speed of the ball coming right off the club face, okay? And that is a major contributor to how far your ball is going to carry. So what you want to do is optimize that ball speed. So you could have a 95 mile an hour club head speed, right? But you want to have a ball speed as high as possible, okay? You want to be up in the, let's look at the tour averages. So let's look at ball speed. Look at this, for a driver, for a PGA Tour guy, 165 miles an hour. That's not happening with any of us here today, right? We're going to be more like in that 139.
We've just gotten going.
We're going to get to this 139 mile per hour ball speed, which is the average LPGA player. That's more like us. So what we want to do is optimize that. The next thing we want to look at is club head speed. Obviously everybody, you know, you see these PGA Tour guys swinging 120 miles an hour. Well, look at this. Here's the average